What's going on, you guys? It's Ben. Hey, thanks for checking out the channel. If you are not subscribed so far, hit the sub button down below, and if you enjoy the content in this video, I trust you to smash that like button if you haven't already. So today, the title reads properly. I did pay $32,000 yesterday in taxes to the government for the tax year 2018. So I'm hyper transparent, as you know if you watch my videos. I talk about all of my income, every deal I make. I'm super open about it, and that doesn't stop with taxes. So I paid $32,000 in taxes yesterday, and I'm actually kind of okay with it, to be honest with you. We live in one of the best countries in the world. We have one of the best climates for business growth in the world and opportunity, and for that, I'm thankful. And so I'm okay with paying $32,000 for taxes. On top of that, that's after all of my deductions and everything that I could write off and all of the other above factors. However, one mistake I did make that I wanted to put on video as a record for both myself and for you doing taxes and business in the future. In 2018, I was classified as an LLC-C. This means that I was basically a C corporation. Now, ultimately, you want to be an S corporation. Most people should be an S corporation. Now, I'm not a CPA. I can't advise you specifically for your particular situation, but in general, an S corporation is to your benefit. What it allows you to do is create your own salary, whether it be $40,000, $45,000, $50,000, $60,000, and you get taxed self-employment tax, which is generally around 15% around the parts where I live, and you only get taxed that on your salary that you set for yourself and not the entire gross revenue that you take in as a business. So for 2018, I made approximately $130,000 strictly in staffing revenue alone. Now, I was actually taxed that 15% self-employment tax on all of that, as well as the 25% tax bracket federal tax on all of that as well. You could kind of see this as double taxation, and it kind of is, so I kind of got screwed. And I probably would have saved about $8,000 to $10,000 according to my CPA, but that's a mistake I made. I never want anyone watching this video to make a mistake like that. If you're in business, if you're setting up a recruiting agency specifically, you definitely want to become an S Corp, create your own salary, and go that route. It's the best route according to all CPAs I've spoken with. However, the boat has sailed on that for the year 2019 because the deadline and cutoff was March 15th, 2019. And so you actually can't create an S Corp. And so I kind of don't know why I'm talking about it right now. But next year, right? 2020. So anyways, furthermore, I wanted to talk about deductions. So in taxes, if you didn't know, you can deduct a ton of stuff. Literally from computers to cameras, microphones, lighting, monitors, cell phones, cell phone bills, internet bills, your car lease payments, interest, mortgage interest. You can write off office supplies, you can write off mileage, you can write off food. Basically anything you do that relates to your business, even if it's the slightest relation to your business, you can write that off. Now, I want to debunk a small myth that I've heard a lot of people think. Writing something off does not mean that it takes it off of your tax burden, the actual amount that you pay to Uncle Sam. As in, I paid $32,000. If I wrote off $10,000, that doesn't mean I get to pay $22,000. When you write something off, it actually means that it takes it off of your gross revenue income, which means that that number becomes lower. Therefore, your actual tax burden is calculated based on that number, and that becomes lower, but by a percentage. So if you wrote off, let's say, $10,000 worth of things, you may or may not have a $1,500 decrease in your actual tax burden, even if you wrote off $10,000 of things. And it's easy to do. I actually wrote off about $15,000 in items, all for business, specifically advertising, which was incredibly expensive. As you know, if you're starting a recruiting agency, advertising is super paramount, to put ads up for jobs, to find candidates for clients. And so constant advertising racks up a ton of money. And so for that reason alone, advertising was a big spend for me. I think it was probably in the ballpark of anywhere between $8,000 to $10,000 in total advertising for 2018. Furthermore, there's software tools, there's anything that you utilize that you pay for that helps you create your business and further your business. You need to keep track of those write-offs via receipts, internet records, receipt records, any of that kind of thing, because if you do get audited, you will need to prove those things. Nobody's doing anything illegal. You just need to keep records of those things so you can say, hey, I did actually use this. This was for business. Here's the receipt for it. I did buy it, and stuff like that. So those are some pretty basic things about taxation. I got hit with 32 grand. I'm okay with it. It is what it is. It's essentially a cost of doing business. And next year, I'll probably be a lot smarter about it and do quite a few different things. I'll probably deduct a lot more specifically. I'll probably max out a Roth IRA at $5,500 a year, which you can write off. And I will most definitely probably reinvest a lot of my profits back into my business or other things like real estate that I can write off as well. So I learned a ton this year when I did my taxes. I hope that you guys learned a ton just from watching this video, especially learning how to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you are not already. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.